So we are live with another deck profile, this time with Remko Looten, who got top 16 at the European Open Championship.
Hi.
Tell us what did you play?
I played Shenron hand control during
the most fun deck to play against.
We all know it's fun to play against.
Now show us your build. What did you decide to main?
Well, of course the leader, but that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
The only one drop battle card we have here, Time Control Konoha.
The Fear of Broly.
Yeah.
Good choice, good choice.
Good choice. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I didn't see any Broly decks, so didn't get to use it at all. It's the only one drop battle card we have in here.
Okay.
There's only one 2-drop battle card which you won't use as a battle card either.
Yeah.
Super combo, of course.
Speaks for itself indeed.
And then we go to the meat of the deck, I think, the 3 and 4 drops battle cards. 4 burst attacks.
Child Wish target indeed.
Child Wish target. It makes you a favorite in the mirror matchups as well, because you will see your burst attacks a lot more than your opponents.
Yeah, and you disrupt your hand itself with the 1-star, so you want to fill it up back again with the... okay.
So we also play 2 times Body Change Ginyu.
Oh, the spice.
Yeah, this is also meant for the mirror matches and the Gogeta matchups. Stealing Shenrons is always fun.
And really important.
And really important,
yeah.
But I did use it a few times to steal burst attacks on Goans as well, which is also fun.
Really good, really good.
Next is a maybe more unconventional pick of a card for most people. It's Home Moves Yamcha.
I like it.
Most people don't play this one. I play it 3 times because I like to follow up where you play 1-star ball in turn 1, 2 1-star balls in turn 2, and 2 1-star balls in turn 3, and then Child Wish into Home Move Yamcha as well.
Then you can take a life and they need to discard another card. Yeah.
Indeed.
And it's critical, so it fits the hand destruction.
Yep. Another critical card which draws you cards as well is Quick Thinking Gotenks, also Child Wish targets. So,
yeah.
Yeah, basically speaks for itself. It draws you cards, it has criticals, it is a Child Wish target, so no more explanation needed, I guess.
Nope.
Last 3-drop is Runga time 4. Also unconventional, I think. But you want this card against Agara's board control, and you want it in the control matchups or the mirror matchups to draw you the extra cards.
Decks that go really right, so you can reset them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically it's an all-around tool, and you really want to find it ASAP.
Yeah, it does a lot. You have a lot of options on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even do like, I mean, if you want to push through a critical attack, you can give one of your guys plus 10,000, but most of the times it's just used for drawing 2 cards or resetting the board.
Yeah.
I think we should move on to the forecasters.
Yes.
3 at all cost Vegeta's one of the finishers of the deck. I don't think they need any explanation, right?
No, card is really good. Draws one and taps one, KO something, triple
strike.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically is an all-round good card. Then we have Dark Duo Dabura, which basically lets you pick 2 cards at random from your opponent's hand. So basically more in the theme of hand destruction again.
Yeah, and it can be played with World Peace instead of hit, would need to be played from hand.
Yep,
yeah.
So hence why it's in there. 2 times Super 17, the Infernal Machine. Basically, it's one of the main reasons to play it is of course the discard, but there's also a finisher because you can be negated as attack.
Yeah,
so.
really good finisher.
And the card we already discussed when discussing Ginyu, I guess, Shenron. It gives your attackers critical if they don't have it. It lets you untap things. It lets you
draw things.
It lets you draw cards. It lets you put 2 casters back into play, like Dende, Time Control, Konoha,
super combos
if you need them, whatever. This is probably one of the best cards.
Yeah, especially with the Super 17 at all cost Vegeta. If you can give them crit and they don't have any negates, or Super 17 can be negated, it's really good.
Really good. Then we go to the extra cards.
Yeah.
We have 4 Dragon Balls. And unlike most people, I'm playing 3 1-star balls. Most of them people are playing 2.
Correct.
I want to play 3 because I want to make sure that I play 1 on turn 1 and 2 on turn 2. preferably even 2 on turn 3 before we go into Yamcha.
Okay.
So yeah, I think 3 is the right number for a hand control deck.
So it's basically turn 1, one-star ball, turn 2, another one-star ball, another one-star ball.
Yep, and turn 3 probably again with the next card I'm going to show. And that's why there's 4 of these in there. Dragon Raiders.
And you're playing 4 Dragon Raiders?
Playing 4.
You just want to recycle the one-star balls and disrupt their hand?
Yep. Basically it's that, and later in the game when their hand is already reset and set to 0, then you want to go for the other cards you're playing, and that's basically Child Wish and World Peace. 4 times and 3 times.
Yeah, you have more Child Wish targets than World Peace indeed.
Yep. So basically I wanted 1 more Child's Wish than a World Peace because I'm playing a few more targets for Child's Wish, so yeah, I think that's the right number.
Okay.
And then the last card in the deck, it's a battle card, but it's Demigra.
What also fits the hand destruction.
Yep, it certainly is. If your opponent seems to be getting away from you, drawing more cards, and you get to turn 5, you can play this boy to just rip their hands from all combos. Basically won me like 2 or 3 matches, I think. Same with Super 17 and at all cost Vegetas.
Okay, and your record was X11 during Swiss?
Yep, 5 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss.
And your loss was against?
My loss was against Freezer Swap, who just out-aggroed me on every turn. It was 2-1, but yeah. He out-aggroed me most of the time. He kept drawing cards, so I couldn't get his hand under control, couldn't get his board under control. Didn't help that because he was playing mostly 1 or 2 guys. Most of the time 1 guy, so Purunga didn't do that much against him.
Yeah.
His targets were too big for body change Ginyu, so yeah, it was really a tough matchup. The draw was against Pan, which also is a hard matchup. He went to time. I think I could have finished in overtime, but then the overtime was 3 turns, and the 3 turns had a time limit of 10 minutes as well.
Yeah.
I reached the time limit, so I didn't get to finish my last turn.
Okay, and the other matches?
The other matches were, I think, 2 Janimbas, 1 other Shenron hand control, and 2 more unconventional decks like Yamcha and U7 Gohan.
Okay.
So I dodged most of the aggro decks during the Swiss rounds, I think.
Yeah, and Janamba is a really good matchup for you.
Janamba is a really good matchup for me because they don't damage me. I had 1 matchup with Janamba where I had 4 of my balls in life and still finished the game and won the game with 1 life left.
Okay.
So yeah, overall good. And then I lost in top 16 to a Pan deck.
Panic, which was a really aggro version of it.
Yep. Game 1 I had everything I needed and he seemed to be whiffing out on draw. So I got that game, got him set up perfectly, got his hand down to 0 cards on turn 3 and he didn't recover from there.
Yeah.
Turn 2, game 2 he had I think Trunks and Yamcha out. I played the FR Goku, striving to be the best.
Yeah.
And he drew into Glory Obsessed Vegeta, of all things. So yeah.
Yeah.
He took the game from there. 3rd game I didn't see any removal and well, basically out-aggroed me.
And your side deck, which cards did you decide to side?
So side deck I have, put them here. I have 2 Tokitokis, compatible with Dende.
And Chronoa if you really need to find it.
Chronoa if you really need to find it. So yeah, Toki is just an overall good card. I have 2 Goku striving to be the best in there.
Against aggro matchups?
Against the aggro matchups. I have 2 body change Ginyus in there to complement the other 2, mostly in the mirror matchups to take away the Shenrons.
Yeah.
For decks that draw a lot of cards, I play Ready to Strike Piccolo, which resets their hand to 6. And in your turn you can then start discarding them again.
And it's also a blocker for
and
defense.
And it's also a blocker for Pan and that's kind of matchups. Then we have Haru Haru. Mostly you can use it against any green or yellow leader.
Yeah, really good with Child Wish.
Yep. Didn't see any green or yellow leader though. So
okay.
they stayed in the sideboard. I think this one was given to me by you, Diego.
Yeah, and Thomas.
And Thomas, yeah. Vegeta fully recovered. Actually, this did some work for me. In the pan matchups, I got to like kill all 4 of his guys with this one.
Yeah, so, if he comes out of the drop, so with World Peace you can dual attack, and every time he attacks he KOs a card, so it's basically a dual attacker that KOs 2 guys.
Yeah. So, and I killed 2 on the attack as well, so yeah, basically it killed 4 of my opponent's cards in 1 turn.
Nice.
And the last thing is another Shenron, also for the mirror matchups.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's my deck.
And how did your experience went on the event?
I loved the fact that we've had the first major event in Europe.
Yeah.
So that was good. As Thomas said in his deck profile, I would have loved it to be a 2-day event.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think we needed one more round for Swiss to make a clear cut.
Yeah, we had a lot of bubbles on. Yeah, top 16 not so much, but no, top 32 was a lot of bubbles that stayed out of top 32 indeed.
So yeah, I think that's about it for the experience. I loved it, of course. Thanks to my teammates, Diego, for helping me fine-tune testing this deck, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
Okay, thanks for the deck profile.
You're welcome.
Your top 16 European